Hello, my dears. Glad to meet you again and welcome back to English class. How are you? As usual, I hope you're fine and happy. And I am fine and happy here. In the last class, we read the story of a shipwrecked sailor, Julio Alejandro Velasco. Don't you remember? Okay. Today, let us start the class by watching a shipwreck. Do you want to see a shipwreck? Have you ever seen a shipwreck? And prayers not to be a witness of a shipwreck. Ever, never, ever not to be a witness of a shipwreck. That's my prayer. Okay. Anyway, let us watch a shipwreck. Do you know which shipwreck we are going to watch? The shipwreck of the most luxurious, the strongest ship of the world, named Titanic. Have you heard of Titanic? Yes, there is a film named Titanic. And the film tells us the story of that ship named Titanic. And we are going to watch the shipwreck scene from that film, from film by James Cameron. And the name is Titanic. Okay, ready? Shall we watch? Listen. So Titanic is starting its voyage, its journey to New York. Okay, from England to New York. In 1912, I think, it was the most luxurious, the strongest and the most beautiful ship of the world. So it is starting its journey. Watch. At the end of time, losing faith makes a crime. I wish for this night time to... Inside of the ship, Titanic. Look here, this is the iceberg at which the Titanic collapsed and wrecked. This is the iceberg. Until there's nothing left to say. This is a lifeboat and these are the other lifeboats. This is inside of the ship Titanic. Look, the sea is inside the ship now. not outside, but inside. And this is how a shipwreck is. Okay, so let us continue reading the story of a shipwrecked sailor, Julio Alejandro Velasco. Listen here. And I have told you, it was a real incident happened in the Caribbean Sea, this shipwreck. And this is the real young man, Luis Alejandro Velasco. This is the face, this is the person. Okay. Now read the rest of the story. I think we finished the first paragraph in the last class. Let us start from the second paragraph. Okay. Here it is. It was as if, in that instant, I had awakened from a moment's deep sleep. It dawned on me that I wasn't alone in the sea. There, only a few meters away, my mates were shouting to one another and trying to stay afloat. Quickly, I began to think I couldn't swim in just any direction. I knew we were about 50 miles from Cartagena, but I was not yet frightened. For a moment, I thought I could hold on to the crate indefinitely. Until help arrived. It was reassuring to know that all around me other sailors were in the same predicament. That was when I saw the raft. Okay. It was as if, in that instant, I had awakened from a moment's deep sleep. As if. What do you mean by as if? It's not the name of the film star, okay? What do you mean by as if? As if means like something. As if, as, like something. But it is not true. For example, he is behaving as if he were a king. He is behaving as if he were a king. രാജാവല്ല, പക്ഷെ പെരുമാറ്റം കണ്ടാൽ he is behaving like a king. Truly, he is not a king. That is the meaning of as if. Okay. It was as if in that instant, moment. I hope you have the textbook with you. Write down the meaning in the textbook. Okay, instant. What do you mean by instant? moment at that time. It was as if in that instant I had awakened from a moment's deep sleep. What do you mean by awakened? Say the word awakened. Once more, awakened. Okay, what do you mean by awakened? Awakened means came out of deep sleep. Came out of deep sleep. Unariga. Okay. Awakened from a moment's deep sleep. It dawned on me that I wasn't alone in the sea. It dawned. What do you mean by dawn? Dawn. Say the word dawned. Dawned. Once more, please. Okay, what do you mean by dawned? Dawn means became clear. Became clear. And you know the word D-A-W-N, dawn. D-A-W-N, dawn means early morning. Early morning when sun came out of the sky. When sun came in the morning. So when the earth became clear, when the sun came, isn't it? When the sun comes in the sky, the earth becomes clear. So dawned means became clear. Okay. So it became clear to me that I wasn't alone in the sea. Alone. What do you mean by alone? Take I wasn't alone in the sea. There, only a few meters away, my mates were shouting to one another. My mates. What do you mean by mates? What is the meaning of mates? Classmates. Don't you know classmates? Yes. Companions. Friends. Mates. Companions. Or friends. Okay. Classmates, you know. My mates, my friends were shouting to one another and trying to stay afloat. Afloat. What do you mean by afloat? Tell me, you know, afloat. Floating. Don't you know? Floating away in the stream of time. Floating. What do you mean by afloat? Look, the man is trying to afloat in the sea. Trying to afloat. That is floating on the water. പൊങ്ങിക്കിടക്കുക. Afloat. പൊങ്ങിക്കിടക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നു. They're trying to stay afloat. Quickly, I began to think. Quickly, suddenly, I began to think. I couldn't swim in just any direction. I couldn't swim to any direction. I knew we were about 50 miles from Cartagena. Cartagena. It's a place. And I will show you the map of the place. Cartagena. Before that, it is the Caribbean Sea. Where did our ship wreck? In this Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea is in Atlantic Ocean. It's a part of Atlantic Ocean. And here it is the Caribbean Sea. It is near the South America. South America, Caribbean Sea. It's part of Atlantic Ocean. And this is Cartagena. Cartagena is here. Can you see? Look at my mouse point. You can see Cartagena. This is Cartagena. And they started their journey. Velasco started their journey from Cartagena. And they are going through Caribbean Sea. Okay, so this is from Cartagena. This is the Caribbean Sea near South America. Okay, and we can see Cartagena here and a more clear map. Okay, I knew we were about 50 miles from Cartagena, but I was not yet frightened. I was not frightened. Frightened? Frightened? എനിക്ക് പേടിയൊന്നും തോന്നിയില്ല. I was not yet frightened. For a moment, I thought I could hold on to the crate indefinitely. Hold on. Where is Velasco now? On a wooden box, on a wooden crate. And he is holding on it. And he thought, I could hold on to the crate indefinitely. Say the word. Indefinitely. Once more, please. Indefinitely. Okay, what do you mean by indefinitely? Indefinitely means without an end. Without an end. Anandamayi. Avasanamillade. Okay. So I thought I could hold on to the crate indefinitely until help arrived. ആരെങ്കിലും സഹായിക്കാൻ വരണ്ടേ? കടലിൽ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കല്ലേ? So Velasco is waiting for help. Velasco is waiting for help. It was reassuring to know that all around me other sailors were in the same predicament. It was reassuring. Say the word, please. Reassuring. Once more, please. Reassuring. What do you mean by reassuring? Giving confidence and relieving anxiety. Confidence തരിക, കുറച്ച് ആത്മവിശ്വാസം പകരുക. ആങ്സൈറ്റി ഒക്കെ മാറി കുറച്ചൊരു ആത്മവിശ്വാസം തരിക. That is reassuring. Okay. So it was reassuring to know that all around me other sailors were in the same predicament. Predicament. Say the word. Predicament. Once more, please. Okay. What do you mean by predicament? Predicament means a very difficult situation. A very, very difficult situation. Predicament. So, Velasco is not alone. There are other sailors. അതറിയുമ്പോൾ ഒരു സമാധാനം, ഒറ്റയ്ക്കല്ല. വീട്ടിൽ കറണ്ട് പോയാൽ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? മുറ്റത്തിറങ്ങി മറ്റ് വീടുകളിൽ കറണ്ട് ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് നോക്കും. ഇല്ല എന്നറിയുമ്പോൾ സമാധാനം. നമുക്ക് മാത്രമല്ലല്ലോ. That is the same situation. Velasco knows that he is not alone in the sea. There are his friends. So, it was a very relieving situation, relieving information. Okay? That was when I saw the raft. That was when I saw the raft. Raft, do you know what is a raft? Sorry, I will show you the raft. Yes, this is the life raft. Look, these are the life rafts arranged in a ship. നമ്മൾ കണ്ടില്ലേ, അവിടെ ഷിപ്പ് ഇറക്കുന്നത് കണ്ടില്ലേ, ലൈഫ് ബോട്ട് ഇറക്കുന്നത് കണ്ടില്ലേ, ടൈറ്റാനിക് ചെയ്ത തകർന്നപ്പോൾ. സോ in a ship there should be life rafts. These are the life rafts. Okay, and this is another life raft. These are the oars. Okay, these are the oars, and this is another life raft. Okay, this is another life raft. Now, so Velasco saw a life raft. Next paragraph. There were two life rafts about 7 meters apart. They appeared unexpectedly on the crest of the wave, near where my mates were calling out. It seemed odd that none of them could reach the life rafts. In an instant, one of the rafts disappeared from view. I couldn't decide. I found myself zooming towards the one I could see, which was moving further away from me. I swam for about 3 minutes. I lost sight of the raft momentarily, but I was careful not to lose my bearings. Suddenly, a rough wave pushed the raft alongside me. It was huge, white, and empty. I struggled to grab the rigging and jump aboard. I made it on the third try. Once on the raft, panting, whipped by the wind, immobilized and freezing, I found it hard to sit up. Then I saw 3 of my mates near the raft, trying to reach it. Okay. There were 2 life rafts about 7 meters apart. Agale. 7 meters apart. They appeared unexpectedly. Say the word unexpectedly. Once more, please. Apradikshidamai. Unexpectedly on the crest of a wave. Don't you know wave? Wave in the sea. So this is a raft. Usually we see in the river. Okay. Crest of a wave. This is a wave. And at the top part of the wave is known as crest of a wave. This man is on the crest of a wave. Okay. They appeared unexpectedly on the crest of a wave near where my mates were calling out. His friends were calling out for help or shouting one another. It seemed odd that none of them could reach the life rafts. It seemed odd. O-D-D. Odd. What do you mean by odd? Strange. Vijitram. It seemed odd. It seemed strange that none of them could reach the life rafts. എല്ലാവരും ചുറ്റിനുമുണ്ട്. 2 ലൈഫ് റാഫ്റ്റ് അവരുടെ അടുത്തുണ്ട് താനും. പക്ഷെ ആർക്കും അതിലേക്ക് എത്താൻ കഴിഞ്ഞില്ല. That is a strange thing. Okay. In an instant, one of the rafts disappeared from view. One of the life raft disappeared from view. Disappeared? Don't you know the meaning disappear? Apradikshidamai. From the view. I couldn't decide. I found myself swimming towards the one I could see, which was moving farther away from me. So now, Velasco is swimming towards the life raft. And what is the life raft doing? It is going away, moving away by the waves. Can you imagine that scene? Velasco is swimming towards the raft. But the raft is moving farther and farther away. Yes. I swam about for 3 minutes. I swam. S-W-A-M. Swam. Past tense of swim. S-W-I-M. Swim. I swam. Past tense. I swam for about 3 minutes. I lost sight of the raft momentarily. Say the word. Once more, please. Momentarily. താൽക്കാലികമായി ഒരു നിമിഷ നേരത്തേക്ക് momentarily. For a short time. Very short time. That is momentarily. I lost sight of the raft momentarily. But I was careful not to lose my bearings. Lose my bearings. Lose my bearings. അതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ ശ്രദ്ധ നഷ്ടപ്പെടാതിരിക്കുക. നോട്ട് ടു ലൂസ് മൈ ബെയറിങ്സ്. ശ്രദ്ധ. ഇവിടെ ബെയറിങ്സ് വാട്ട്സ് ദ മീനിങ്? ശ്രദ്ധ, ബോധം എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാം. ഐ വാസ് കെയർഫുൾ നോട്ട് ടു ലൂസ് മൈ ബെയറിങ്സ്. ശ്രദ്ധ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടാൽ അത് പിന്നെ കാണാതായി പോകത്തില്ലേ? ദാറ്റ് ഈസ്. Suddenly, a rough wave pushed the rafts alongside me. Just imagine that scene. Velasco is swimming towards the raft, but the raft is moving away. But suddenly, there come a huge wave, and the wave pushed the raft beside the man, beside Velasco. So Velasco is happy now. Okay. It was huge, white and empty. 3 adjectives. Huge, white and empty. Huge, you know? Huge, very big. The lifeboat is huge, very big. And the color is white. And it was empty. Nothing in it. I struggled to grab the rigging and jump aboard. I struggled, ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടി, കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു, ഒരുപാട് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടി. I struggled to grab the rigging. Grab, catch. Grab means catch. Grab the rigging of a ship. I will show you, okay? That is the ropes, cables and chains which support a sailing ship. Look, these are the riggings here in this boat. These are the riggings. And can you see here in the next picture? These are the riggings. And this is a lifeboat. And this is the rigging. And here also are rigging cables. Okay. I grabbed the rigging. I grabbed the rope. കയറിൽ പിടിച്ചു. Rigging. And jump aboard. Jump aboard. I made it on the third try. Third try. How many times Velasco tried? 3 times. And he could go into the lifeboat at the third time. Okay. Once on the raft, panting, whipped by the wind, immobilized and freezing. Panting, whipped by the wind. Whip, WHIP, whip. ചാട്ടവാറ് കൊണ്ട് അടിക്കുന്നതിനെയാണ് whip എന്ന് പറയുക. ഇവിടെ ഏതാണ് ചാട്ടവാറ്? Which is the lash? Wind. Okay. Whipped by the wind, immobilized. Say the word please. Immobilized. Once more please. Immobilized. ചലിക്കാൻ കഴിയാതെ. And freezing. Why freezing? No doubt. He is in the sea, in the Caribbean Sea. Freezing. I found it hard to sit up. ഇരിക്കാൻ വയ്യാതെയായി. Then I saw 3 of my mates near the raft trying to reach it. Okay. I recognized them immediately. Castillo had a firm grip around Carabello's neck. Carabello, who had been on watch when the accident occurred, was wearing his life jacket. He yelled, "Hold on tight, Castillo!" They floated amid the scattered cargo about 10 meters away. I recognized them. Identified. Immediately. So who are their friends? Castillo. First one is Castillo. Had a firm grip around Carabello's neck. Grip. അങ്ങനെ പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുക, മുറുക്ക് പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുക. Firm grip. Say the word. Firm grip. What do you mean by firm grip? മുറുക്ക് പിടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. Around Carabello's neck. And I will show you. Look. This is the scene. One is hanging on the neck. Okay. Yes, Carabello's neck. Castillo had a firm grip around Carabello's neck. Carabello, who had been on watch when accident occurred in the sea, in the Caribbean Sea. What is the accident here? Tell me, what is the accident here? The shipwreck. കപ്പൽ തകർന്നതാണ് accident. Okay. Who had been on watch when the accident occurred. On watch. നിരീക്ഷണം. കപ്പൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ കുറേ ആൾക്കാരെ നിരീക്ഷണത്തിന് നിയോഗിക്കും ഡെക്കിൽ. കാരണം കടൽ നിരീക്ഷിക്കണമല്ലോ, കാലാവസ്ഥയും ഒക്കെ നിരീക്ഷിക്കണം. അതിനുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ, പ്രത്യേക ജോലിക്കാർ അതിനുണ്ടാവും. സോ Carabello was on watch at that time. Okay. Who had been on watch when the accident occurred. Say the word. Occurred. Happened. What is the meaning occurred? Happened. When the accident occurred, was wearing his life jacket. Don't you know life jacket? Okay, you know. He yelled, shouted, "Hold on tight, Castello! Hold on tight, Castello!" They floated amid the scattered cargo about 10 meters away. In the midst of, amid, idayil. On the scattered cargo about 10 meters away. So Castello and Carabello was 10 meters away from the lifeboat, and Velasco is in the lifeboat now. Okay. On the other side was Luis Rengifo, trying to stay above water with his headphones aloft in his right hand. He had stripped off his shirt so that he could swim better, but he had lost his life jacket. Even if I hadn't seen him, I would have recognized his cry, "Fasto, paddle over here." Okay. On the other side was Luis Rengifo. So the third French, Castello, Carabello, and the third one is Luis Rengifo. Luis Rengifo. Trying to stay above water. Stay above water. Do you remember one word for this? Stay above water. Yes. Tell me. Afloat. Afloat. So Rengifo was trying to afloat with his headphones aloft in his right hand. Aloft. What do you mean by aloft? ഉയർത്തിപ്പിടിക്കുക, ഉയർത്തിപ്പിടിക്കുക, തലയ്ക്ക് മീതെ ഉയർത്തിപ്പിടിക്കുക. Trying to, with his headphones aloft in his right hand, he had stripped off his shirt. Stripped off. ഊരിക്കളയുക. Stripped off his shirt so that he could swim better, but he had lost his life jacket. So Luis Rengifo had no life jacket. What is he doing? He is swimming. He has no shirt. What is in his right hand? Right hand. What is? His headphone. Okay. Even if I hadn't seen him, I would have recognized his cry, "Fasto, paddle over here. Fasto, paddle over here." Paddle. Paddle means row. Row. വള്ളം നമ്മൾ തുഴയില്ലേ, ബോട്ട് തുഴയുമല്ലോ. Paddle over here. Row. Paddle. What do you mean by paddle? Row. I quickly grabbed the oars and tried to get closer to the men. Carabello, with Castello clinging to his neck, neared the raft. Much further away, looking small and desolate, was the fourth of my mates, Ramon Herrera, who was waving at me while he held on a crate. Okay. I quickly grabbed the oars. Grab, പിടിച്ചെടുത്തു. The oars, or തുഴ. And tried to get closer to the man. Who are the men? Carabello, Castello, and Rengifo. Okay. Carabello, with Castello clinging to his neck, neared the raft. ഇപ്പോൾ ആരാണ് റാഫ്റ്റിൻ്റെ അടുത്തെത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്? Carabello and Castello. Much farther away, looking small and desolate. Desolate. നിരാശ ബാധിച്ച് ഏകനായ. Desolate. Was the fourth of my mates, Ramon Herrera. Ramon Herrera. Say the name. Ramon Herrera. Who was waving at me. Waving at me. Yeah, like this. Waving. waving at me while he held on a crate. So where is Ramon Herrera? On a wooden box. So who is our hero? Velasco. Julius Alejandro Velasco. Velasco saw 4 of his friends, Castillo, Carabello, Rengifo and Herrera. So 5 of them are in the sea. Okay, now let them wait there in the sea until the help arrive. Let us know what happened to them in the next class. Okay, and if you want to know before the next class, you can read the story. That's all. Okay, so read these paragraphs carefully so many times. Listen to each and every word because there are so many new words. So read aloud. Try to read aloud the paragraphs. Then only those words become clear to you. Okay. So see you in the next class with the rest of the story. Till then, bye bye.